Welcome back to Gin Reviews from Middle Tennessee. Yeah, we're back. We're back here, and we're gonna do something amazing right now. Whenever I'm dressed up in the black sleeved button-up shirt, you know it's gonna be cocktail time. And today, excuse me, my allergies are like everything is blooming here, which is amazing. I'm so happy, the winter. Actually, it was 42 degrees about 2 hours ago. Yeah. Anywho, uh, so I got a bottle of the most amazing absinthe. I've had this before, and I would love to share it with my fans here of the Gin Review channel. I know it's not gin per se, but let's take into account that absinthe is very familiar to that of gin because there's botanicals that are used in it. This base spirit they used here is a brandy, and this is St. George, and we did the St. George review of the trilogy here of the from Alameda, California. Excuse me again. Oh, it's been a crazy night. And we really liked those gins, so we're gonna make my most favorite cocktail at the moment. It is the Corpse Reviver number 2. All right, and I'm gonna go into a little bit of the history, and then I'd like to make it, and then I'd like to do just a neat shot of the absinthe and kind of go over what's in it, what it is and what it isn't. So the Corpse Reviver, let's do this first. It's a family of named cocktails. They're sometimes drunk to cure an alcoholic hangover. The characteristics to mean tongue-in-cheek, be able to revive even a dead person. Some Corpse Reviver cocktail recipes have been lost to time, but several variations commonly thought of with ties to the American bar at the Savoy Hotel in London, especially those made by Harry Craddock. They originally date back to the 30s, and they're still being made today. Obviously, I'm going to make one today. Many Reviver variations exist, and the word is sometimes used as a generic moniker for any morning after cocktail. And yes, the Corpse Reviver number 2, as described in the Savoy Cocktail Book, is the most commonly drunk of the Corpse Revivers. Right? We said this. It consists of equal parts gin, lemon juice, triple sec, quinoa lillet. But now it's usually replaced with Kochi Americano, which I don't presently have a bottle, but I do have a nice new bottle of Lillet, and I do like both. I do like Kochi Americano a lot more. They're a type of aperitif, like a vermouth almost. They're very sweet. It's a white wine, but it's 17% for a white, so that's pretty strong. It's a sweet white. And then for the triple sec, I love Grand Gala. I know Cointreau is usually traditionally used, but I think the brandy in this is going to go very nicely with the brandy in the absinthe, even though technically I'm only using an eyedropper full for the cocktail, but time shall tell, right? Anywho, we're gonna rock this going here right now. So anyway, with the Kochi Americano, I got the lil like I showed you, and then we're gonna just add that dash of absinthe to it. We're gonna shake it, we're gonna double strain it, and we're gonna enjoy it. So let's open up this bottle here of the St. George absinthe. Let me read you a little something from the bottle itself here. Well, let's look at the bottle, huh? This is a Verte. This is a green absinthe. You can see the color is more of like a yellowish green, but when you prepare absinthe as a cocktail on its own, or just actually, it would be actually on the rocks technically. No, it wouldn't be. It would be a mixed drink then, I guess, because this is usually how you would. Excuse my messy cabinet, but this is all my bar stuff is. probably should have pulled it out before I did this. But guess what? I forgot. Anywho, so, okay, you can even see the cabinet. So, yay, me, I win again. Alright, so. This is an absinthe spoon. And here's a glass. And so what you do is you put a sugar cube right here. And since there's no adapter or anything to drip water onto the cube with your absinthe, an eyedropper works really well. I don't personally enjoy absinthe that way. I more or less like to use it in cocktails. Now, if it's something like this, okay, so this bottle retails for $65. It's a $7.50, and believe me, it's worth every penny you put into it, especially if you're going to use an eyedropper amount of absinthe. There are a few absinthe cocktails though that I do make, but more or less it's like a quarter of an ounce in the cocktail. It's usually not anything more than that because it'll just overpower everything you do. So, the St. George, they use fine brandy with the choicest herbs. Our fine absinthe Verte is the result of years of patient experimentation in herbal distillation. Its complexity comes from the use of fine brandy, star anise, mint, wormwood, lemon balm. Everyone gets it wrong because it's lemon balm. Hyssop, basil, fennel, tarragon, and stinging nettles. Okay, so what is in here that's going to make us trip and hallucinate? Nothing. Nothing's in here that's going to do that. Wormwood was suspected of doing this, but the real reason was, just like cannabis has prohibition on it, right? Like we can't buy it, we can't, and it does nothing to you, as we all know, except makes you want to eat potato chips or junk food. The same thing happened with absinthe. So there was going to be a prohibition of alcohol in France, and as you probably are well aware of, France makes a lot of wine, and to make absinthe you needed to use wine as your base. So the guys that owned, the most vineyards, the greatest bottles, they all got together, came up with this plan to get rid of absinthe and say that it was causing lunacy and it needed to be expelled. And so they got the absinthe taken away in France, and they got to keep their wine, and they never had a prohibition on their wine. So in turn, that is why people do believe there's something that is crazy going on in here. But I assure you, I've drank many of bottles of absinthe throughout my journey here, and I've never seen the Green Fairy once. So take it from me, someone who enjoys a good cocktail. Okay, we're gonna open this guy up here, and we're going to do it just like we do a gin. So there's a little bit of a, one of these troublesome things here. Oh, wait a minute, this one. Oh, okay. Almost all gone. Just a little more. I don't want to ruin the bottle. Sorry, I don't know where this song's going. I obviously don't know where it's going. Anyway, so opening these bottles are always just the highlight of the whole night for me. Or morning. You don't know what time it is. Let's just say it's way past the witching hour, which could mean anything. Alright. Okay, I finally got the outer sheath off, and here we go. We got a cork here, so we're going to have to do a cork test with this baby. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Ready? Oh, yeah. Thank God I didn't spill any of that, like last time. Let's see here. I got a shotter right here. This guy's clean and ready to be used. So let's pour myself just a little bit in here. Again, I don't really want to drink a whole shot of absinthe right now. I mean, I do, but yeah. We're at, by the way, We are at 60% alcohol here. I mean, that's pretty damn strong. I mean, most of the gins I have start at 40 to technically be a gin, and then Navy strength, the highest I've ever seen is a 57, but I actually have seen a 62. Wait, now that I'm here and you guys could actually see like most of my collection, where are we at? I just cleaned every bottle, and it took me a minute and a half. So now everything is out of whack, but let me quickly find this, and so, because you gotta see it. Oh, is that it? Antique gin. Okay, so Waterloo from Dripping Springs, Treaty Oak. Right, isn't it Treaty Oak? Yeah, alright, Joe, keep going. Anywho, over at Elixir, Tarek there, he gets barrels, personal barrels, so they actually like put personal stickers on his bottles because he bought the barrel. It's really cool. And like you could see, like it says it right here. It says Elixir's cast strength. So this one here, okay, you ready for this? 160 proof, 80%. This is the highest alcoholic gin I have ever seen, and trust me, I the first shot I took, I stupidly took it neat, and it took my breath away. Like, it was like that strong. I was like, okay, we're not doing that ever again without mixing it with something first. And that's what I've been doing. Let's put this guy back here. Okay, let's go back to the absinthe, since I mean I'm doing too much here. Well, the licorice. It's such a licorice fennel. It comes out right away there. Basil, definitely. There's some kind of herbage going on in the background, but there's definitely herbage. There's tarragon, there's basil, there's lemon balm. Man, it smells so good. I'm gonna have to partake and just see what happens. Wow. Oh, it's definitely a very strong traveler. It comes on late though. Licorice is definitely up at the forefront. There's this stinging nettle. I just tasted that for the first time. I love it. Okay. Now, there's like a mintiness to it. That kind of, it follows on the trail end of the burn. The traveling burn on this one is it's about right here still. I mean, it is fierce. Now, this was my first shot of the day, so or night. But so I haven't had any alcohol in a while, so that's why it's still burning. My lips are still burning. Yeah, it's not for the weak. It's not for the faint of heart. It is definitely acquired. But if you go and get a really good bottle absinthe, like the one here from St. George, I'm telling you, it is amazing. And this cocktail I'm about to show you. Let's get this cocktail, because you know what? I've been waiting a while to have this. All right, so I got my shakers and got my shot glass for accurate pour, measure, all that good stuff. And then I got my Hawthorne, get your foot off the table. I don't know why I see that every time I say it. And then I got this, strainer guy. All right, so first things first, I'm just gonna fill up. Excuse me. I mean, really, I know I'm on a camera, but you know what? The allergies are so bad, I can't help it. Alright, so I'm just pouring ice here into the, a little faster on that, onto the large side. I like to go all the way, almost to the top, with really good crushed ice that is reverse osmosis. Excuse me, my head's out of frame for a second here, and they cut it into these pretty big cocktail size chunks, which is amazing. It holds the cold for a while. Hold on, Ange needs to use the restroom. I know, I'm so sorry. After you, madame. After you. Okay. Sure, we're gonna hear her in a second, but that's on her. All right, so we're gonna start off with some lemon juice. Of course, we're gonna do fresh lemons. Come on. I already squeezed some though. I have an ounce here, perfect amount. We're gonna put that in the small guy. Okay. Now we're going to go with our. They always say go to the cheapest first, so in this order, the Lillet and the Grand Gala are the same price, about 20 bucks. Okay, so I like to go a full ounce on the Lillet. The original recipe was 3/4 of an ounce of everything. So, you know, it's a bartender's friend kind of drink because you can remember that one really easy. But I've played with this cocktail so much that this is the way I enjoy it. So that's why I'm going on an ounce on the lemon juice, the Quina, the Grand Gala right now. Beautiful, dark. Okay. And then I like to do higher gin ratio. And we're going to use the botanical version of this guy here. Okay, honey. All right. Come on. Oh, jeez. Could you see a ghost in there? Come on. So I'm going to go 2 ounces with the gin that is related to the absinthe. She is on a tear. But this is her time right now of the day where she loves to do running around, jumping on things, waking me up, screaming, singing. I know, you're getting me back. Yeah, but we're not playing that game right now because I'm doing a review, honey. Alright, so I want to just a little bit of the. So usually what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to spritz in like an atomizer some of your absinthe in a glass, or pour a little bit in, swirl it around, and dump it out. But why would you do that? Why the hell would you waste the absinthe, right? So I just like doing this. I take an eyedropper here, literally, like 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, let's go 10, 8, 9, 10, just because I want to. That's it. That's all you need. Alright, so, you know what I forgot? I wanted to do the review so bad, I was like, I'm gonna forget something, I know I am, and you know what it is? It's my beautiful glass to pour into, because we're very close here. I'm containing this cocktail into a glass so we can enjoy. Alright, so, here we go. Oh. Alright, so I always, whenever I do a drink, I always go upside down, but I always make sure to catch anything that falls, because sometimes there's a little bit on the outside of that lip there, and that's waste alcohol, and that's never a good thing. No, no, no. Alright, so we're gonna shake. I like to just continuously move the shaker, even if it's like this. I want it to be so cold, there's no complaints. Extra cold means extra good. Now see the frost on the outside of this guy? That means it's ready. Alright, so another weird thing I like to do is put my strainer here, and the little guy. Use my Hawthorne, the big guy, and then strain the big guy to the little guy. And the reason I like to do this is because the little guy already has a coating of the drink. So, again, waste not, want not, right? It's like I'm taking the culinary world of that and bringing it into the cocktail world, which you should do anyway, because alcohol is expensive. Why the hell would you waste it? Alright, so I showed you this in another video I did. Why waste all this ice that you just poured? You want to get your cup cold? Go ahead and pour it in there. I see everyone getting new ice for this. Why are you doing this? It's already wet with the alcohol. It's going to be that much better. Okay, shake up your glass. Your hand on top. you're getting the glass prepared for the cocktail. Alright, we're good with this. So I always go back into the tumbler, the larger side there. Take out the El Sereno, and then just, you know what to do. Perfect. So that is my version right here of the Corpse Reviver number 2. And I hope you try it, because literally I could fall down right now. Not because I'm drunk. It's my first drink anyway. But I haven't had this absinthe in so long. This is my absolute favorite gin cocktail. I'm gonna say it now, of all time. And I know there's gonna be a future Joe that's gonna be watching this and going, but you know what, right now at this moment in time, in my lineage, this is the cocktail to do. So help yourselves to the recipe, make one, try it, shake it, enjoy it, change it up, do what you want to do. Sometimes I put apricot brandy instead of the triple sec. Sometimes I put some apple brandy. I use a lot of different liqueurs. I tried a lot of different, like Aperol. I've tried Campari. So it's just your oyster, your world, all that good stuff. Anyway, alright, so from me to you to me, and everyone else out here in the lovely Middle Tennessee, I wish you a good night, a good morning, a good day, and I'll see you on the next flip side. Ciao. And what a bastard of an absinthe. Good night, goodbye, good luck.